Hello and welcome to our broadcast here for Monday evening, the Monday evening show with me. This is really, really late, and it was really weird because, to actually get such a stream going, you have to do a couple of things technically, and one of the simpler things didn't work. For some reason, my XSplit account refused to work, and we had to really work it out because it's like as user unfriendly as you can imagine. So I'm going to request a 5-minute game, and I can already tell you that there are a couple of interesting opponents on. We also have Mr. Oligas here, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's see that the chat is nicely positioned there. I think you've got the board. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay, so I hope everything is all right on your end and you see and hear me well. Yeah, that wasn't the only technical issue here. So I've got the game requested and hope to get paired.
Game started.
We've got M. Weston, so Mr. Weston. What is he going to do? Knight F3. Yeah, I go C5 and G3. And this is not extremely threatening to black, but of course it's very, very solid what white is doing. And I have a couple of choices, D6 or E6. I think basically everything is fine. So I'm going to play for bishop H3. Getting rid of the Fianchetto bishop. I've played this line quite a number of times. I don't really think it turned out to be all that successful. I probably have to check that again sometime if I want to play it more often. Yeah, a good thing there in the chat. Let's hope I don't get paired with Stockfish. Yeah, I did one of those matches against Stockfish recently, and unsurprisingly got killed. However, I was still a little bit surprised that that I couldn't even score a single win. I mean, I understand that I'm the underdog there, but still. Okay, can I get something going there? It looks a bit strange. I kind of understand, but yeah, I can take.
Check.
Well, bishop takes. But there are a couple of interesting things going here. I think probably I have to do this, which is not ideal, admittedly. I've got bishop f4. No, I have knight e5. This is not a big deal. And c3 hangs, so that's not an issue. An issue is, however, that c5 hangs. And rook b7. So I probably have to move the queen, which is really not nice. Queen a4. Friggin' queen a4, that didn't work.
Check.
Yeah, what a disaster. Yeah, that doesn't work. C5 hangs, everything hangs. Yeah, this is just not good. Yeah, let's resign this bad game.
Black resigns.
Wow. Okay, that really didn't work at all. Okay, I think I have to get warmed up. It's kind of stressful to 30 minutes toy around with some weird setup. Yeah, I don't know. I have to get warmed up a little bit. So I've got a new game request out. There are actually quite a number
Game
of
started.
FM Dr. Letargo. So let's see if I can beat him. I'm getting dangerously low to 2300. So we get a accelerated dragon. It seems that a full-fledged Meroxy bind is going to happen. Yeah, I've had this on the board for, often. Really often. A6, yeah, just bishop e2. Yeah, if you send me some food, for real, I mean, I will eat it on the stream. Yeah, there was some talk about Weisswurst and stuff. So I should have played b3, okay, not good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is not ideal, but this opening is so solid that I still think I'm okay. C6 is reasonably weak. I can go b3 here. I'm still quite okay there. Yeah, rook onto c4. A is quick, yeah, he's quick. The queen on b5 makes some sense. Okay, so I cannot castle, but I can do this. Yeah. Going for rook b6 after a4, which he prevented. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, but I can go b4 in this position, right? If he takes it, I have rook c8 and I will win with bishop h6 at the end. So he cannot take that pawn. He can go a3. I'll just keep it for the moment. And then see. h5, okay. All this is covered. Threatening rook c8. It's not a real threat, actually. Yeah, it's not a real threat, but maybe I can also play rook c7. Yeah, we'll see what he does. Rook a4. Well, so after the check, he wants to move the king. Okay. Is that good?
Check.
Okay, so b4 is hanging. But okay, let's take this. And now what to do? Queen b3, there's queen b5. Yeah, I think I probably have to cover it simply. A queen trade like with rook e4 wouldn't be bad. Rook h4, maybe that threatens on h5. So he probably will take.
Check.
And this ending now is really okay. I mean, more than okay. Yeah, he should probably hold it somehow, but I'm threatening just b5 now. b5, rook b4, and so on. It does not react to it. Not at all. Yeah, this is just winning for white. I think. King up to a6. Or rook, bring the rook around. Okay, this actually traps my own rook, so maybe not. But this is also with the tempo gain. I can attack a3 for the moment. Okay, I just run the king up. It's impossible to hold. Yeah, he screwed it up somehow. I don't quite know how exactly, to be honest. It was really rather quick downfall, yeah, of Black's game. So b7 and rook a8 does the trick. Don't need to do anything fancy. I can just take it.
Black resigns.
That was strange, really. After the queen trade, white is better, pretty clearly better.
Game started.
Okay, no, I tune fab or something. IT. I don't know. Okay, maybe transpose into a Benoni. This is an interesting opening here with this Benoni. Oh, he doesn't want to. So this is a really, really weird dragon. Do I have to play? I almost have to play d6 here for the real dragon, right? If I go knight c6, that's not an accelerated dragon. But the real dragon is also kind of weird. So let's do this. Maybe he doesn't know that knight takes c6 is good for white now. Or at least better for white. I mean, he started with d4 and knight f3, so maybe just bishop e3. Knight c6, I think I play d takes, yeah. This is not really very comfortable looking, but I think it isn't so terrible. I've looked at this a while ago because I was surprised that some strong players actually allow this. And they normally played it like I do now. I know it looks terrible, but they somehow did not lose. If I can get in e5, yeah, this is kind of maybe kind of okay. This is looking a little bit like Philidor's defense. So bishop c5, there's a5. Okay, I'm doing this. Knight d7. If I can trade the dark squid bishops and play the king up to e7, I think It should be okay. He can castle long though. I think actually rook d1 is better. Long castling, maybe bishop c5 is somewhat reasonable. Maybe. Yeah, this is stronger, yeah, because after bishop c5 there's rook take d7. Yeah. Okay, so I have to do it differently. Maybe this first. Intending bishop e6. It's not not exactly comfortable, but maybe it's okay. It was a really strange move order. I wonder how often this is coming. Yeah, sorry. I'm a bit tired. I had a really long and yeah, stressful weekend. Playing, which was not the biggest part, but organizing our town championships. It was a nice and really good event. Okay. See if I can provoke him to play c3, so that after c3 bishop c5 and a knight coming to c5 b3 is actually hanging. So, interesting. I played a draw in the second round of the tournament, as I tend to do quite often. Okay, b5. b5 is not what the doctor ordered, but c4. I don't want to allow a knight to c4. So maybe... Actually, bishop c3 was a move. Let's move it. Let's play it. So this isn't bad, you know. Knight d4 or rook d8. This one maybe. It depends. My opponent was rated roughly 2000 where I played the draw. And but it really depends. This is this playing level, roughly 2000, is a wide range. You sometimes get people who are really pretty reasonable. In the case of this person, I've already conceded a draw against him in an earlier event. This is a funny position, by the way, because yeah, knight d2 I could capture. It was hanging, so
Check.
checking, and yeah, I can double him. So cannot take on a5. I mean, maybe he can, but knight takes b3 should be good. He cannot move his knight. I'm also a4 maybe. Yeah, just keep him back. Okay, I'll just keep things for the moment. Aha, so he probably wants to play, and let's take like this. Maybe this is putting more pressure on white. Even though it's not clear what I'm... No, this is not good.
White resigns.
Yeah, I got some pressure. Why am I not playing in the German Championship? Well, it's not a very attractive tournament, to be honest. The main thing is you cannot just play the event.
Game started.
You have to qualify, and then you have to start at a reasonably low level. So it means just not like the 1 week of the German Championships, but you have to play in the regional championship, the state championships, and so on. So you have to really fight your way up to that tournament. And for a tournament at the end that you can get by joining any decent open event, it's just not a justification to waste all that time. No, the Northern Westphalian Championship isn't very strong. People just don't play, the stronger people. And I'm not really all that interested in it. I mean, I've won it almost 20 years ago, and like once is enough. Yeah, black is okay here, Mr. Chekharov. I've played a really somewhat uninspiring setup against his Rogozin. Let's go for b4. He might be able to play b5 here. Could be reasonable. I have e4, so probably not. No, I have e4. That's good for white. Yeah, North Rhine-Westphalia should have a strong state championship. Theoretically speaking, there are many good players, but it is just not such an attractive event. I mean, it's perfectly okay to play, but it's something that is, for me, not really all that interesting. Yeah, this is hanging. Yeah, let's do this. Tough. Got knight f6. Yeah, this year's German Championships is reasonably strong, absolutely. My first chess book, and that's tough to say actually. I think very likely it was some book, some pretty heavy tome about chess, which included a bit of everything. I think it was written by Theo Schuster. I think German players probably know it. Or know him, yeah, Schuster. It's a pretty well-known author. Chess for Tigers is actually really good. If you have that, it's a good one. Yeah, a player with 2,150 won the German, the Northern Westphalian Championship. I can assure you that I know this guy. I've played him before, and I know that 2,150 doesn't sound like much, and he also has his weak moments, but he also, well, outplayed me in that game back then. And yeah, there are people who are capable of playing really good chess once in a while. Um, Anthony Gutierrez wants my opinion on the controversy between Magnus Carlsen and Maurice Ashley. As I read on Facebook, they kind of had a talk and everything is fine again. So yeah, nothing. There's no big. I don't know what the right word is. No real fight coming out of it or something. Yeah, I'm not so happy with this move, but I don't quite know how to play against the knight in the long run. It just doesn't look very, very attractive, this position. About the incident as a whole, I think that Magnus could have reacted a little bit nicer, but I understand the point really, because I mean this reminded me, and somebody actually posted that on Reddit, this comparison, that there was this famous interview against after that in the 2014 Soccer World Championships, when they asked one of the German defenders, Per Mertesacker, after the match against, I think it was it Algeria or was it Morocco? I'm sorry, but it was I think one of those teams in the round of the last 16. When he was asked, why Germany's play was crap or whatnot, and Germany had just won this and it was a really tough match. And this was a famous interview where Mertesacker was really frustrated, and it became really famous, the Ice Ton interview. It's hard to translate, but he was mostly at the end he was just stating, I don't care, I'm just going to lie in a big container of ice for 3 days, and then we're going to talk about it again. And it was really funny. Okay, so I think I have to make it draw here, which is kind of okay. Yeah, I think he will force the draw. Yeah, okay.
Game of draw.
That was really a crap game. Okay, let's get to request a new one.
Game started.
I think it was Algeria, yeah. And it's something I really find it inappropriate. Yeah, you have the world champion scoring almost a 3,000 performance in rapid, and you start like, why didn't you have a smooth performance? This is just crap. I mean, I'm roughly Maurice's playing strength, and I would never ever think of this kind of question really, if I'm just there reading out engine evaluations and not much more. So this is just nonsense to me. Okay, playing I am Pat Bateman, and somehow I got into the Benoni. There was a question about Vincent Keimer, the German prodigy, if I think that he can become a world champion. To be honest, I have no idea, simply because I've never really studied his games. The results, of course, that he has are excellent. So he must be very talented, but I have never really looked at the games. And this is some kind of, it depends sometimes a little bit on how the games look. I mean, I definitely do remember seeing Magnus play for the first time, like in the limelight in 2003 when he was playing, or was it 2004? I think it was 2003 when he was playing Waldgansee C Group, and it was extremely obvious that this is going to be a world championship contender. So what to do here? got some funky tactics. Maybe just knight e4. I don't know if he, I mean, c3 hangs, and do you really want to take on e4? I don't know if he wants, but he does. Yeah, he probably has to take d6, otherwise capturing on e4 doesn't make much sense. Okay, he still does it. Interesting. But, so what does he want to do? Go f3 and then... What about this for queen a5? Okay, maybe just queen to f6 or something. Many things. So taking this. I mean, I'm reasonably happy. This must be a good position. Pawn c4, this queen b2. So he just lets me take it, right? What's the issue? I take it.
White resigns.
Yeah, that was a nice display of the modern Benoni in action. Sometimes it works, so it was a pretty smooth win against I Am Pat Bateman. I think it was reasonably smooth. Okay, I've got a new game request out, and I have to disappoint you that Olegas is not on anymore. I know you're kind of rooting for this match to happen, but yeah, there are these things like, yeah, you should have ELO 2650 at age 16. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is necessarily true. I don't think this is necessarily true. I mean, look at Aronian. He's definitely a world-class player, and I think he, at age 16, he was nowhere near that, 2650. I mean, he was a good gem, but not as high rated as 2650. So. I wonder if a knight move might be possible. Like knight h5 or something weird. Maybe. Yeah, of course. I mean, in Germany, becoming a chess professional is something that is a tough decision to make. And now he plays that crap. I mean, it's not crap. It's just crap that I overlooked it. That's what I tried to say. Yeah, I completely screwed this up. I mean, completely. Yeah, and this is extremely easy to play also. Not good. Yeah. Bishop a5 is not exactly subtle, but it could work. Okay, so he wants to sacrifice in a more fanciful way, so I take it, of course. This is extremely unnecessary, the sacrifice, but you can probably do it, yeah? Black has a pawn already. But it's clearly not the best move. Queen b5 or something? Okay. Queen a4. I should, at the end, win important material, I think. Here b7 should drop. And with it... Okay. Didn't spot this rook b7 c5 idea. And now my rooks really do a decent job.
Black resigns.
Yeah, this bishop on g7 totally sucks. Yeah, it was extremely unnecessary. I mean, I was completely outplayed in the opening. And okay, next one. Yeah, again, in a Western country, it's a bit difficult. Yeah, becoming a chess professional, especially becoming a chess professional when you don't have anything as a backup. Yeah, I mean, just like drop out of school and play chess is a tough decision, and I would only really advise to do that to someone who can really get very far. Yeah, and this is a very difficult judgment to make. The thing is, however, if this person absolutely wants to do it and has the total desire to become extremely strong player, then it is an interesting thing to do. I mean, at the end, yeah, you should do where you have the most desire, where you burn the most in a way, yeah, to be successful. And if it is playing chess, it's probably not such a bad idea to try it. I mean, okay, well, this is not very interesting. How do I play this, actually? I've had some games with this. I still don't like it. I mean, I actually do like it, in the sense that I think black is okay, but it's not something where I have a clear idea. Yeah, I think Dimitri Kollas is one of the rare cases where somebody at a relatively early age, decided to become a chess professional in Germany, and I don't know how he's doing. I mean, I think he has completed his GM norms. It's I didn't really mean him specifically. It's just that it's certainly one of those cases where you think, okay, yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem to be strong enough to do it in some way. But I mean, if he really wants to try, I mean, why not? I mean, why not? I don't think if you try for like, let's say 2 or 3 years, and if you find out, okay, that wasn't for me, you can still go to the university or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. But everybody's personal situation is different, for sure. I mean, sometimes they have backup by parents, or some you just don't know all of the details. Okay, put the bishop here. If I get my bishop on d5, if I get my bishop onto d5, I'm extremely happy. I wonder if he should play some knight e5 stuff. Yes, so yeah, I wonder. Yeah, let's do just rook c8, keep it simple. Yeah, his queen has very little space. I mean, I can definitely do this. Isn't there some way to friggin' trap that queen? Yeah, this looks nice, but I have a check.
White resigns.
Yeah, MVL studied mathematics. I don't know if he finished, but he did. Yeah, a tough game here against Brian Paulson, but somehow
started.
I got a decent position out of it. Okay, playing A. Hoffmann, and I've got white. Alejandro Hoffmann, I think. Is that true? Yeah, Gran Maestro. Okay, so no. Yes. I wanted to play g3. What about a Benko with h6 extra? I don't know. Probably it isn't really good, yeah. Yeah. Alfredo Ruiz asks, until which level do I train tactics and start reading a book? I mean, you can always read a chess book. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the usual recommendation is to rely heavily on tactics and only then go for openings and so on. I don't think that you have to do something like tactics exclusively, yeah, for the whole beginning period. That's really not necessary, but I think it should be the focus. But you can always start to look at other things. Yeah, look at endings, look at some openings. It's unpopular to advise beginning players to to check openings, but I do think it makes some sense up to a certain degree. Yeah, it doesn't make sense if you look at 20 moves of mainline dragon theory. That makes no sense. But for white and black to know the first couple of moves, the first 3, 4, 5 moves, know what, let's say, what the Italian game is, or know that if you are faced with 1d4, that you play d5, or that you play like a Queen's Gambit declined. Just an example. Yeah, you don't have to play the Queen's Gambit declined. I think this makes perfect sense to have some rough outline of a repertoire, and then go with it. And then if you know, like you play the Italian game with d3, for example, then you know what games to look at, yeah, and understand the underlying ideas better. Yeah, so here I have a Benko style position, and I think that should be quite a reasonable version. Okay, so Naya queen here. Yeah, this queen is actually covered. I wonder if I should just play bishop b7 now, even though... Yeah, why not, actually? Because he can take it. That was stupid. He just takes it. Okay, it's not a big problem. This is, for example, I think is perfectly okay, because I will get the a-pawn. And then I have a pretty good position, actually. Threaten g4 for the moment. And now I can take e5, which I will do. Oh, is that actually the best? Probably not. Yeah, but it's okay. How to do this? I can take here. Yeah, it's not really great.
Check.
Okay, let's check him. And now I should not blunder the knight, yeah? Really not. Yeah, this is not so nice now for him. He has a hard time with the bishop. The bishop and the pawn, that's really tough for him to defend. No.
Black resigns.
Yeah, I didn't play this really well to defend against this. I think around here black must be okay, but somehow I got enough play. It's always
started.
difficult to handle this initiative. Okay, if we're having black against Farhan, he does not have anything, no title attached. Yeah, I will play differently now. Yeah, 2h3. Yeah, that really it looks a little bit like. Yeah, I tried to make fun out of him. It was really just a mouse slip. I wanted to play g3. Aha. That looks strange. Maybe it isn't so strange, but okay. Okay, so what now? Both captures look reasonable. This is a bit more active in terms of pieces, so I'm going to do this. Yeah, he wants to go knight e3 and stuff. Yeah, Nakamura's under promotion against Mamedyarov. This is I mean, I think it is funny. It's really funny, and it does. Some people wrote like, "Oh my God, he's I don't know, yeah, I don't know, like he wants to just make fun of his opponent or whatnot." This is just nonsense. I mean, it's just that he really believed it doesn't make a difference, and I think then it's just a funny thing to play the under promotion. And as it turned out, it made a pretty big difference. I mean, it was still a draw actually, but yeah, it had to be it had to be really proven that it is a draw. If he just promotes to a queen, it's very obviously
Check.
okay. And a pretty easy draw. Yeah, he just thought it doesn't matter at all, and then went for it. Isn't that working? This is actually, I played this a tad quickly. The knight on e2 doesn't really have all that many squares. Yeah, okay, I can always probably, yeah.
Check.
My knight has no squares. I wonder, actually, knight takes c3. That could be a move. I'm threatening d4 quite badly. Bishop b5 is even bishop f1. And I have d4. Yeah. Okay, I'm going d4. Maybe knight takes c3, but somehow I didn't trust this. Just takes this, okay. Knight c2 is a pretty big threat. Yeah, okay. I move the knight, a7 is hanging. Bishop c6 is relatively simple and good, but doesn't really inspire. No, Luca Meyer is asking a question. I don't know him in person. I mean, I've played enough tournaments in Berlin in the mid-90s to know the person, but I've never played him or had any sort of real contact. Okay, so b2 is hanging and e3 is sort of hanging. That idea
Check.
was on anyway, but a7 was attacked, which b6 prevented. Okay, so I can take b2 now. don't see a real drawback. The bishop is hanging actually, so I should cover it. Took me a while. I'm not sure if this was really good. I think it will be difficult to win anyway. Maybe you can just play rook e7. I'm a bit ahead on the clock, which is good. And white is not doing anything. Okay, knight e5 for knight g6. Absolutely. Okay, I have knight h4 check though.
Check. Check.
Or do I have anything better here? I don't see it.
Check.
Okay, so I can just take here, of course. But do I have something better?
Check.
I don't see it, so I'll take it. And now I can check him. Or do I have something better? Bishop here is also possible. But the bishop is hanging, so it's not that easy.
Time warning.
Yeah, okay.
Check.
Let's probably just take this. And it's just one pawn, yeah. I actually thought it was more. I just did a marvelous miscount. Thought I'm 2 pawns up. Oh, I'm actually 2 pawns up. Great, great. Counting with the international master, sometimes successfully. Oh. Not so nice. I had to check, huh? Did I have the check?
Check.
Come on. And he ran into a self pin.
White forfeits on time.
I actually can go a4, yeah. Okay, so I somehow won this game, fighting my way all through it. So I think I have a pretty good run here, yeah, for no particular reason. I'm winning a lot, yeah. I lost the very first game and after that started to really score. So let's see what Aaron is up to. H3 again? No, I don't think so. Yeah, to watch, zu welchem Schachclub gehen Sie oder gehen Sie zu keinem? Which means, what chess club do you visit? That's easy. I'm member of my chess club, the Schachverein in Dienstlaken, my local club, my hometown club, the club where I started to play. And actually nowadays I'm also the president of that club. So it's kind of clear that I also visit that club regularly. So yeah, this is interesting. Let's It's a little bit like it has some reverse Grunfeld tendency. The pawn on c6 is my target in this position. I don't know. Queen a4. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just attack it first and ask questions later. So just control b8 and prepare rook c1. Yeah, president of the chess club. That sounds pretty, I don't know. It sounds a little bit much. In German lingo, it doesn't sound as pompous, I think, if this is a word. I think we just have like chairman, and chairman is probably actually better than president. Yeah, president sounds really weird. A little bit Donald Trumpish. No, chairman is probably the right word. Okay, I'm thinking about e5 here. I don't know if it's really good though. So I'm first getting everything into play. a7 is somewhat attacked. Rook b4. Yeah, he's got d4 on the cards. b3 looks really strange. Really strange. I have a bad feeling about this. Why not to move the f-rook? I cannot tell you. And it's not one of those I cannot tell you, I can tell you, but then I have to kill you. I really don't know. Sometimes in Blitz you just decide that intuitively. I didn't quite know what the a-rook would do, probably. Okay. Rook b4, I take a7. That was my plan. And this is just crap, you know, because he can go d4. So, well, maybe I can play a3 after d4. Very strange. But he should go rook b4. That is the most principled move here by far. I mean, he can probably play rook d8 or something like that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, so I'm grabbing this. After g4, I can take, knight takes a3. Maybe it works. Maybe. It is very weird though. After rook b7, yeah, queen d4, there is c5. I can go back to a4. I'm basically repeating. And now queen a7, rook b7. Is there a way to... I can actually go to a6. d4, bishop takes d4, as b7 is still hanging. Okay. What now? My queen is really a little bit off. That pawn is hanging. I mean, I have knight a4 maybe. It looks strange. Oh. Really? That I didn't expect. I thought he would take. Black rooks. I can just take c6 next move. So I won the 2 pawns for absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Black resigns.
Okay, so that was the final game, I think, for that stream. I don't even know. We started really late, but I think we have been on for a solid hour. Yeah, okay, guys. I'm happy that you decided to wait for a bit because the stream start was heavily delayed, and very happy that you stayed on. I think it was a really good session. Yeah, I've gained close to 100 points and played some, I think, entertaining games. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next Monday, I think. Not sure. Yeah, there shouldn't be any reason why not to. So next Monday, hopefully, yeah, on time. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.